is the Itty Bitty Frog.
I have that. Hi, Mommy. I like frog.
And this person who wrote this book is Kimberly P. Johnson. And guess where she lives at? Where do you think this Arthur lives at?
In Rock Hill.
Who said that?
Me.
Well, then you can home a frog. She lives in Rock Hill.
I live in Rock
And if you live in Rock
I
Hill.
live in
And
Rock
so does the person who wrote this book.
I didn't know that.
I didn't, well, it's new, right?
What? Well,
So I wanted to read you a book from somebody who lives right here because you might be a writer too.
that's not your fault. I take color.
What color?
Yeah. And take them white, the other ones in the black one.
So y'all ready to read the book?
Yeah.
You want to learn about them? I may have some questions for you
You do?
when we finish reading. How about that? Okay.
You do?
Well, let's see what Miss Kimberly P. Johnson says.
That's my
On the first page it says, down by the river in the coolness of the light. You with me, girls? Come right here, buddy.
Watch me.
Can you see?
Naya, don't hurt.
Was an itty bitty frog that had been there all night.
I'll turn.
He skimmered and he scammered through the grass so green. He was the cutest little frog that you've ever have seen. He hopped and he hopped through the field so tall, and he chatted with the mice, and they sat on the wall. Did you know the frog would sit with the mice? Now what's going to happen? The frog waved at the bees as they buzzed all along, and he listened to the crickets, and they played their song. Then the itty-bitty frog had just stopped for a rest when he saw a little bird that had fallen from his nest. You ever seen a little bird fall from a nest? You do? The bird lay crying at the bottom of the tree. He shouted out loudly, "Please help me!" Well, the frog hopped over to the tiny little bird. "Are you the one shouting? Are you the one I heard?" Right. It does look like a smurf. The bird nodded his head and he stuck out his chest. "Yes, I'm the one you heard. I fell from the nest. And when I fell from my nest, I began to run. Now it looks as if I'm a long ways from home." Then the frog looked down and said with a song, "Hush, little bird. Hush, little bird, there's no need to cry. I'll get you home to the top of that tree. Don't worry about a thing. Just leave it to me." Is he in charge?
Yeah.
The bird said, "Thanks, I don't mean to complain, but I'm awfully scared and it looks like rain." So the frog made a bed to keep the bird dry. He turned his head up and he looked towards the sky. Can you see? It was a long way to the top of the nest, but the frog was determined to give it his best. Sometimes does somebody tell you do your best? He hopped and he hopped until his legs grew sore, and he searched until he couldn't anymore. The itty-bitty frog sat down to think for a while when he heard a faint cry, "Where is my child?" The frog ran into the woods to see who it could be. It was the sad mama bird sitting high in a tree. She had tears in her eyes and she had a broken heart too. She had looked all over and didn't know what to do. The frog jumped up and yelled loudly, "Look down from here, Mama Bird, at the bottom of the tree. I found your baby, and he's not too far from here. He's He's lying safely tucked away, so there's no need to fear. I'll go and get him as quickly as I can. The frog turned to hop away, and the rain began.